Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Agents of Reflection Scar, Episode 3, The Rusty Cage. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. The system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as on itch.io, so do take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, I do want to let you all know that for the foreseeable future, provided depending on job stuff with GibGab, we will be running this campaign on Thursdays except for the first and third Thursday. So it'll be the second and fourth, and if there happens to be a fifth, well, we'll run it then as well. For each month, that is. And it is still running on Saturday, every other Saturday, of course. But for now, let's go ahead and get started with introductions, beginning with Matteo.
Hey guys, I'm Matteo. I'm a red panda. I'm also the storyteller for this campaign. Check me out over on twitch.tv/Materasu. And let's get on to... We're still doing alphabetical order?
Yes.
In that case, go ahead, Sim.
Definitely make sure you go check out Matteo, everybody. This is a threat. Go check him out. But I am Razim, and I am playing as Cashel, the shadow metal type Kudamon. By Rencoin. Off to David.
Oh dear, not Ringcoin. Hello, I am Merl. I am playing David, the basic type Galmon. On to Ren.
Hello. I am, I'm Renzo. I'm playing a Hyro, the Renamon, Light and Shadow type. On to you, Watt.
Oop.
Sammy, sorry, Sammy.
Yeah, I do exist.
Also, who is Watt?
First Azure, now Wyatt.
Literally, all of his... You mispronounced his name and his character's name.
There's just something about Azure that Ren, there's a disconnect in his brain.
What the heck?
Already broken, and we haven't even started. But yeah, hi, my name is Gabby Gibgat, and I'll be playing Sammy, the Windfire type Digimon. Off to you, Wyatt.
Hello, I am Azure, and I will be playing the electric metal type Pulse Spawn. Wyatt.
You sure it's not Watt?
Very sure.
Gosh.
You know, in the future, and
electric
if you ever have doubts about his name, just remember you can ask, what is his name?
Don't tell him that. Now he'll never remember it. Anyways, recap. Azure, go for it.
Okay. Last time, it started with us in the woods and the foothills of East Point, hearing the sound of a chainsaw somewhere behind us to the left. And Cashel asked if there was a limit to the memory wipe power that Enoch calls vexating. And apparently there isn't. But to use it on a conscious target would immediately be undone by them instantly seeing the agents again. So, Cashel hides in the bushes to conceal his transformation. Because apparently that shines a brilliant blue light, and went to sneakily investigate the chainsaw sound above the tree cover as to not be seen. And I found out there's apparently a pair of locals who took exception to the quote-unquote crypto bros coming to their town and doing whatever it is, well, I guess crypto mining, but and we're going to threaten, tie us up, and maybe attack us with the chainsaw. So Cashel came back to the party, back to the agents, told us about this, and we made sure to pick up the pace, trying not to let them catch up with us until they eventually gave up the chase. Eventually, we found the source of the fire tornadoes, quote unquote. Well, we saw them up close, and they were, in reality, cones of flame being launched into the sky. Michelle once again snuck off, or scouted out ahead, sneakily, and found 3 inhuman figures crowded around a mound on the mountainside. One figure was robed and hooded, with red runes flowing down arm-like appendages, with glowing red, misshapen eyes visible under the hood. The next was a humanoid figure with enormous horns and wings, arms outstretched and cackling at the moon. And the third was what seemed to be a quadrupedal dragon, wingless with a massive lashing tail. The dragon was breathing fire at something in the mound, which was reflecting the fire off of it and into the sky. Cashel almost got caught before whatever they were burning finally gave way, and they entered into the mound. Turning out there was a doorway there. Cashel reported that back to the group, now all in Digimon form, and they all proceeded to the mound, to the entrance. Entering inside, it turned out to be some kind of bunker. Let's see. Descending into the bunker, we encountered the dragon-like figure setting a lab coat-wearing man on fire. After some questions and confrontation, combat started and was promptly ended by David shattering the guy's ribs because he had turned back to a human from his dragon-like form. Proceeding, well, after tying him up and marking him for Inuk to find, we all proceeded further into the bunker, and turning left at a fork, eventually found the horned, winged humanoid, who turned out to be a pink-haired and, I think, green-scaled woman-like figure who was seemingly very crazy. Oh, and surrounded by a bunch of dead bodies. We somehow managed to convince her to come with us without a fight. And taking her back to the entrance, or the main room after the entrance, we found Inuk having tied up the other man, and tied up the other man, leaving the strange, crazy, horned woman to Inuk's care. We went back into the bunker and went the other way, which we found the robed figure having carved various hard drives and solid state drives out of many of the consoles. The robed figure apologized, but would not back down. So we are forced to engage in combat. And were promptly, well, some of us were blinded by him before the session ended.
All right. And before we get into things, we have several pieces of fan art.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
So, first off, I kind of shared Kashel's ref sheet with Whiskers and immediately got several doodles. There is one of them. We also have this from last session from Ido. I did not update. There it goes. Not a dog, man bun, just my type.
Sad.
Mm. Wyatt is not pleased.
David is sad puppy.
The sad puppy. The suppy.
We also have this from just before this stream from Ido. And last but not least, which will be an emote very soon, Whiskers did this.
It's like a before and after shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
Come on.
For those that don't know, Kudamon has a cartridge attached to their tail that they can actually withdraw into. And I got it approved by Matteo that it can be shot out of a gun. Notably with no harm to Kashel, but, you know. But anyways...
We don't know that yet.
Well, yeah, we don't know that in character yet, but, you know. Fun plans for the future. But anyways, off to you, Matteo.
If my combat tracker is correct, Sammy has the next turn. Sammy, can you see right now?
I have 2 stacks of blinded, I believe it was.
All right. So, you have but your memory of where the man was standing when you were blinded. How do you proceed?
For the record, you are still able to attack, but it will be at +2 difficulty.
How did the cleanse maneuver work again? I don't know if that'll work for this.
The what?
The cleanse
cleanse
maneuver
maneuver?
is something that you can use to attempt to clear it up, yes.
And I can cleanse and then attack, right?
Yes, you have 2 actions per turn.
Okay, let me quickly read the cleanse. Okay, and what is the resist roll for it?
For blind, that would be... I know perception is one of them, but I'm forgetting the other one. Investigation or perception. It would be soul plus expertise plus one of those in order to attempt to clear it up. And it would be versus the soul save DC of this enemy.
Okay, so I'd roll 3 die against that.
All right, roll it up.
Okay.
Is that soul save DC public knowledge?
No, you just let him know if he succeeds or fails.
Okay.
Okay. That's gonna be 3.
Nice.
Me having a look over my notes. I forget how soul save DCs are calculated, and I'm sure it's in the character sheet somewhere. But there it is. No, unfortunately, that doesn't beat it.
So the save difficulty score would be soul plus expertise plus skill divided by 2.
Oh, soul plus expertise plus skill. I got you.
And then divided by 2.
Just to make sure, what skill do we need for Clint?
For
Ren!
blindness,
Pay
it's
attention.
perception or investigation.
But yeah, not quite, Sammy.
Okay. In that case, I'll just roll the wood slice at the enemy. It'll be at a +1 because I get stabbed, so that decreases difficulty by 1. So it'll be at an 8 instead of a 9.
Okay.
And how many dice is this? Ba-ba. So that's 2.
That will hit.
All right, Pog. Let's go. The difficulty for the power is still the same, right, Sim?
Correct.
Just the 3. Actually, can I? Which one was the one that let me?
Vigor. If you're
The
talking
one that
about-
lowers them all by 1, or the difficulty by 1.
That would be vigor.
Okay. E. So I can vigor this, and that'll turn it into a 6.
Don't forget that it does cost 1 exhaustion to do so.
Yep. I'm adding it. Worth it.
So yeah, those of you who still can see your adversary, he notes that Sammy probably can't see, but even so, his thin, frail, and seemingly exhausted form is just unable to get out of the way of Sammy's quick and trained strikes. He takes a hefty amount of damage even from his blind attacker.
You did subtract his integrity from the damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right.
Oh, there's a
Wyatt.
photo tracker.
You're up.
Okay. So Wyatt's going to get into a fighting stance and take a deep breath. And as he does so, a metallic sheen almost seems to wash over him for a moment, and I'm going to use one of my moves to increase his physical integrity by 1 for the scene.
All right.
And
Is there any
then
kind of... Sorry. Is there any kind of roll for that, or is that just a thing that happens?
I believe since I'm buffing myself, it's just
It just happens if he's
Yeah.
got the, guaranteed chance.
Gotcha.
yes.
Okay, my bad. Proceed.
And then, as my other action, Wyatt is going to get up in the robed figure's face. Get right in front of him if he is close enough to.
Yeah. And then what?
Well, that's all of my actions, so that is my turn.
All right, then we are on to David.
Hi. Well, I'm blinded too, so I am going to spend an action to attempt to cleanse. I will be using investigation because I actually have 2 points in investigation, so it'll give me 5 dice. Nope, 4 dice. Okay, that didn't help. That's only 1. So now, David will attempt a rolling upper at difficulty 9. So this is going to be fun.
Are you within melee of the guy?
I don't think we were, which means that you did use one of your actions to try to cleanse and cannot move and attack.
Oh. Then that's my turn then.
You gonna move them?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're on to Hyro.
So Hyro is also blind, so he is going to try and cleanse, which I highly doubt he's going to be able to, since he can only roll 2 dice for this. Yay!
All 10s, here we go. Damn.
Nope.
That's a 0.
Wasn't a botch though.
It wasn't a botch, so that's better than a botch.
You rub and rub at your rapidly reddening eyes, and only succeed in irritating them further.
So, since he still can't see, but he needs to get a bit closer, he will try to move a bit closer to him, but still behind Wyatt.
All right. Cashel, your move.
Cashel uses bullet. But no, in reality, he will be he was not, he did not get blinded. So, Strangling Shadows.
All right. Run it.
Just grabbing the formula. Two.
And a 2 definitely hits.
Right. That's what I want to do. And there is damage.
Alright.
Chip damage.
The creature does begin coughing and waving a hand in front of his face. You're unable to tell if your attack's done any meaningful damage. Anything else, Cashel?
Has anybody been hurt?
No, I don't think
Apart
so.
from the blindness, I think we're all still healthy.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, no.
All right. Let me get a ruling on something Zim and I discussed before this stream.
Why do I feel
Real
nervous
quick.
all of a sudden?
Don't worry about it. What's the
Also,
worst
his-
that could happen?
Tell you what, let me be reminded how it works, and then I'll ask questions later. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna add a bit of flavor to this moment, if I may. So, after all the damage he's taken, this figure who was obviously unprepared for a fight to begin with kind of falls to one knee, clutching at his throat in the choking vapors. He takes one last scan of the room, as if considering giving up the fight, before raising a hand and beginning to bring it towards the floor. Who is within melee range who can see him?
I am? Wyatt and Date? Whoa. Oh no. It's only me.
No, David's in melee range, but he can't see.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's only Wyatt.
Oh,
It's in melee that can see.
I see a big
You-
blur.
I don't know if the framework for such a thing exists within the system's M, but I want to give the person who is close enough and who can see him a chance to stop what he's about to do.
Attacks of opportunity
that-
are a thing.
Awesome. Would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Okay.
He'll be alright.
I mean, if
Azure.
you're scared
He'll
of
be
it, you
okay.
don't have to.
No, I am. I just would like to remind you that my one attack's accuracy is 4. So
Stay strong.
I mean, so is
More scared of the
Cashel's, and he hit.
humiliate-
there.
He's just more scared of the humiliation of missing again another big kicky than he is of actually succeeding. That's the real problem. But I believe in Wyatt's man bun.
Here we go.
Why it does have a man bun and isn't a dog.
That is a 4.
Time for bashing
All right, that certainly hits.
Wyatt has been granted an exploding 10.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
That used here or on the next roll?
That is used when you would like.
Okay. I'll hold on to it for now. Do I roll damage?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Ah,
Probably
okay.
good to use that on the damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, go David mode at this.
So the one upside for this attack is that it has 8 dice for damage. I guess plus.
You would add one extra dive because, 10s explode. And just
Yeah.
remember at the end to add 2 successes to it.
Okay. So that's 6 damage.
All right. And remind me of the nature of your attack again.
A kick. Be it like a soccer kick or like a, high kick or whatever,
So, you do land a kick flush to wherever you were aiming it. And it makes a sickening thud that can be heard throughout the entire room. However, it is not enough to stop the man's palm from striking the ground.
Oh.
And when it does, he disappears into a puff of the same mist that blinded your comrades.
What happened? I can't see. What happened?
What's going on?
It seems
Wyatt,
he
like,
got
starts
away.
Looking around. Where did he?
Did he just poof or something?
He just disappeared.
Sammy rubs his eyes a little and goes, "No, wait, he's still there." No, wait, never mind. That's the after image still.
Cashel is going to assist those that are blinded with, getting recovered from that. He'll go with the ones right next to him first. So you guys get a +1 to your roll.
Yay.
Except for
How long is
Hyro,
the-
because Hyro is cursed.
God freaking
Michelle doesn't know that.
really? Really?
Michelle wouldn't know that.
Okay, fine. He'll help Hyro.
Thank
Digimon
you.
underscore tipped $10. Platypupy detected in area. I repeat, platypupy detected.
Thank you for that tip, Geemond. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
I don't think I'm succeeding the blindness roll. How long does it last?
It does technically end after the scene.
Okay, good enough. He'll just be like aerobic for the rest of the scene.
Hyro will try to rub his eyes, but he does it here and there by accident.
Cashel is going to get on the intercom thing he was given. Enoch, are you there?
The intercom hums to life very briefly, but instead of a coherent response, you hear a familiar cackling as well as the sound of impacts from elsewhere in the bunker.
Enoch's under attack. Cashel is running down the hallway.
Wyatt's
Or
right
floating.
behind him.
Hyro quickly picks up his pace to follow.
Gonna stumble behind a lot of them. At least.
Mr.
David will
Dragon
try his best.
114 tipped $15.
Thank you for the tip.
Mr. Dragon, thank you so much for that tip. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
God,
Thank
we're
you so
blowing
much.
through it.
Yeah.
But David will.
Thank you, everyone.
$5.
And I know that is the third tier of the tip goal completed.
$5.
God, we really want Hot Puppy's gift, huh?
One
I had
sec.
a puppy's gift.
Too much, it broke my audio. There we go. The gifts were too powerful.
Generous bestowals.
But yes,
This rate
David
for puppy
will
flesh is one.
try his best to keep up with the blurs and not hit a wall on the way back to Enoch.
Or trip over a body.
Can I grab onto Hyro's tail and use it to guide me?
Hyro's just as blind.
Yeah!
Well, yeah, but now you have Hyro's
Umbrella.
tail.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness gracious!
Oh, it's the biggest of all of them.
Sadly, that is true.
As you arrive back in the atrium of the bunker, you find, thankfully, not the bloodbath you might have been expecting. Instead, you find Enoch bruised, battered, and bound on the floor with a strange purple energy surrounding her, crackling with a sound similar to electricity arcing. Each sound coaxes another wince from Enoch. The purple scaled captive is gone. And while it looks like someone has tried to drag away the dragon fellow, he's not very far from where he was hung before.
Damn it. Cashel is going to try and analyze the field around Enoch.
All right. What skill would you like to use to examine?
I'm going to start with investigation.
All right.
See what that turns up. I will soul that one. 3.
All right. Snares are none too uncommon an attack in the world of Digimon, and it's something you learned about during your training. This seems to be a kind built specifically to dissuade the target from moving by, well, punishing them for trying to do so. That seems to be the purpose of these electrical arcs.
Do I have any idea how to disable or remove it?
Depending on how well learned the user is, it could be quite a while before they're out of range and it dispels on its own. However, you know that this will happen.
Sorry.
Otherwise,
ADHD moment. What was that?
sorry, I was going to give you an alternative path anyways. So the first thing I said was, it will dispel on its own. However, depending on how much she has practiced with this particular skill, it may be a while before she is out of range, and it does. However, you may also attempt to disrupt the energy with a move of your own, but you'll have to use it carefully in order not to hit Enoch.
Do I have any idea how long it might last?
As long as it takes for the user to be out of range.
Damn.
That means the user's still in range. Should we go chase him?
Yeah, go ahead and go after them. I'm gonna try and see if I can get this off of her.
Do you know where she went? That's to Enoch.
Kashel will translate.
Enoch, very careful to move only her eyes, looks, or rather rolls her eyes as far as she can in the direction of the door you guys came in through. Not just now, but into the bunker through.
So the staircase going up?
That's right.
They're out in the
I'm running
forest.
after her.
I'll follow
okay.
Sammy.
I'll follow Sammy too.
David will also follow.
I don't think it's a good idea, but okay.
David has reservations as well.
I mean, feel free to voice them.
As you ascend the stairwell, you find that someone had predicted you might pursue, as small bubbles of a similar purple energy litter the hallway leading up to the door.
So we're pretty much trapped right now.
Yeah, even if we get through them, it'll take...
Way
Like-
too long.
Yeah, it'll take time for us to carefully move through them, and by then they'll be gone.
They will be in the wind.
Well,
Can I launch?
David
We have
will
some new
put
fan
his
Thank you, I know.
I think I missed something while I was in the little storyteller's room. What's the context?
Okay, so this is actually something from out of game, but You know, the last time we had a session, Hyro assisted Cashel, and Cashel started having horrible luck. Well, that bad luck carried over to even hours later when I was doing Baldur's Gate 3 that night, and got a nat 1 on the first roll.
Nice.
And so I am like, no, we are not allowing Hyro to assist anybody again. And since then, Ren has been pushing the whole, I will assist you.
I will!
I will help you. You
I
have no
will
choice.
not let you assist me.
I will assist you!
But David will put his gloves on Sammy's shoulders and be like, "Don't even try."
Please don't, Sammy, please.
We
I
don't
was
need
gonna
more
say-
injuries.
I grab Sammy's other shoulder.
Wait, I was gonna say, is it possible for me to like use my attack since it's a ranged attack on the thing to like, break them apart?
You may certainly try.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, the
Nope,
worst that could
nope,
happen is
Nope, we're moving back. We're moving back.
Don't ask that ever.
Yep, nope. I am dragging
Then-
Sammy back down.
that could go wrong.
You
Chief among them
fine.
is you go blind again.
or you end up like Inuk.
Yeah, this is more zapping
Yes.
than blind. Fine.
David, will you help me out dragging Sammy back down?
I don't think
Yes.
you
He's
can
gonna let
drag
you
him at
drag
this
him.
point.
It's okay. Yeah, he's just gonna let you. He's gonna cross his arms. But... Happy, please. One second.
While we are going back, Wyatt's gonna grab the rope, whatever like rope part of the rope was used to hang this guy up from on the ceiling, and use that to just drag him back towards the group.
The man thankfully appears to still be pretty conked out,
Yeah,
though thanks
Just
to
in case.
Enoch's help, in stable condition.
just in case.
Well, we at
Cashel?
least got one.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask what you're doing now.
He was going to stay behind and try to use the move to carefully remove the trap.
Okay. Do you want to go through with that, or has your mind changed now that pursuit isn't an option?
I'm gonna say he'll change his mind on it. Pursuit not being an option kind of, limits his options there altogether.
All right. In that case, it takes a good 5 or 6 minutes before the energy finally fades away. Enoch lets out a huge relieved sigh and slowly stands, stretching out her cramping joints.
Well, we did not manage to catch the boss, and it seems they got another one of their people free, but at least we've got one captive. Sorry, Enoch.
There's no need to apologize. I have a feeling our adversaries knew what they were up against, and you did well, all things considered. Besides, we can get all the information we may need from their friend here, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what he was up against.
David kind of looks at the floor.
I don't know what you
Pat.
I don't know what you did to him, but his chest cavity is mush. Is he going to be okay?
I don't know.
Here's the question.
Gonna do some medicine on the captive?
Does Cashel translate that part?
No.
We all just stare at him like, so what did she say? And he just doesn't say a word, and then moves to
Wait, translate
start
which part?
the his chest cavity's mush.
Oh, yeah, he'll translate that. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
Thought you were referring to Sammy comment.
oh no.
poor David.
When you land a mean right hook and hear a crunch. Anyway,
You don't know our
Uh,
own strength yet.
your poking around Kishel reveals that she is exaggerating a little bit. It would seem only the direct points of impact from David's punches have left a particular impact, though that impact is pretty grotesque. It is squishy right there.
Good, only his ribs are mush.
He's still
only
alive
one
at
side.
least, right?
Oh yeah, alive and stable.
Yeah.
It's clearly been working on him.
Okay, well, he's still alive, so I think we should go ahead and call Extract over to here.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's the middle of the forest. We're not,
Well,
we're
call
not
it...
getting a help.
I mean, it was a pretty big clearing out there. Also, we are getting fan or something from GipCap?
Hmm?
We're hearing a buzz from you.
Oh, one sec.
But it was a pretty big clearing outside the entrance, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, but what I mean is, one of the perks of going on missions is you get to explore the world. So, if you wanted to stay a night in the countryside, she said, with a hopeful smile.
Aww.
What about him? Where would we keep him? I have no
She
qualms
looks at
with
him.
staying, but...
She looks at him, then at you, and lets out a sigh. I suppose you're right. He is a bit of a security risk. Tell you what, maybe I can get Miss Opiemi to perform a medivac tonight and come back for us in the morning.
that will work. Besides, I've got some crypto bros to make sure that this town does not let them come in.
And it can also give us some time to look around here for whatever it is they might have been looking for.
Oh yeah.
I was planning to do an investigation of this facility while we were waiting for them to come over here, but...
Yeah.
Good idea.
Just remember, we need to vexate anyone who bore witness to this scene, she said, looking at the lab coats on the ground.
Yeah, Kashel is going to go over to the one scientist and vexate them.
Yeah.
I think that was the only survivor, though Kashel is going to go look for other survivors.
Yeah.
And not at all counter to your assumption, he's the only one breathing.
Yikes.
Yikes. Even though we vaccinate him, he'll probably wonder
Actually-
what happened to.
We probably should not vexate him yet.
Yeah.
We might want to take him with us to find out what exactly they took. And then we can how far back does the vexation work? Yes, Enoch.
Enoch pauses for a moment. A good bit longer than you might have expected her to, even if she doesn't know the answer to this question. And so long, in fact, that it becomes quite conspicuous. Would anyone like to roll insight?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Not me.
Nope, not me.
Looks at my
Can I
sheet.
assist someone?
Mm.
Absolutely, you may.
I don't have points. in
Absolutely not. I already rolled.
Me neither.
Anybody else that would like to assist too?
I don't have points in insight.
Oh,
Oh wow.
power move.
Well, I
Aw.
was considering
Well, three's not bad.
I was considering soling that one, but I think I'll just let David handle this one.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Let's soul the one. Let's see what happens.
Nice.
Okay, 5.
Enoch, the words of her native tongue may elude you. However, the look she just gave you is unmistakable. She's a terrible liar, and everything about the expression she just gave the party indicates that she is either uncomfortable with the question or the answer. Whether you choose to confront her on this is up to you.
Enoch, we need to know, regardless of how we may or may not feel about it. If Cashel would translate that for
Yeah, Cashel will translate that, looking at her with concern.
Wyatt looks very concerned in the fact that she's not telling us.
She turns her head away, not realizing that this only makes her look even more concerning, and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to remember. It should only be 4 hours."
Enoch, is there something that you've not told us? We do need to know what all of this is. You are supposed to be training us. We need to know.
She hangs on that breath for a moment before saying, "I don't know, truthfully."
All right. In that case, is it normal to take in a civilian and for questioning or debriefing and then bring them back to where they were?
It's not unusual, but a lot of paperwork is required, especially in a pseudo-military facility like this, to ensure that they get back where they're supposed to be.
That's all right. Sammy will do the paperwork.
Okay.
"Thank you," she says with a bow.
It is
In that case-
so very important that we find out what they took from this place. They did mention a weapon, didn't they?
Technology.
Okay, just
believe so.
generic technology. Yeah.
Yeah. They were vague.
In that case, I will go ahead and call for Miss Opiemi and ensure that they both get back to headquarters unharmed.
And in that case, we will go ahead and enjoy the town for the evening.
Go on ahead. I'll ring you if I need anything.
Is the doorway still blocked?
No.
All right. Well then, we'll go ahead and grab, Cashel will make sure everybody grabs their clothes from the helicopter when it arrives. Because, we gotta have our costumes ready to go if we're gonna do the crypto thing.
Oh no.
Just instantly like,
Oh.
Not this again.
not this again. Can't we just camp out?
Please?
It's all right. I'm just going to get into it for tomorrow in order to, make sure that they don't let those people into this town. Will just be quite the nuisance on the morrow when we meet with the mayor, and yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't like it, but okay.
So, in the interest of making the most of our time, do we want to skip to the next morning, or do we have something we want to do tonight?
Well, first off, I think Cashel will take his human form again.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Um,
Same.
Crypto clothes hardly fit a Cashel mon.
Kudamon.
You were warned.
Pyro is sadly going to turn back to human form.
You were warned not to sleep in those forms.
I know. As he pouts.
Aw, good things in moderation, Hyro.
And I guess we're going to sleep here?
I think there's a motel or hotel in the town, or inn or something.
Or at least like outside in the clearing. We can set up like a little like thing there, right? I love sleeping on the trees. So comfy.
I think I would prefer a nice bed.
I agree on that.
Fair enough.
Third that opinion.
Boing.
New question. Those of you who wish for a motel, do you guys have any money?
David will
No.
reach into his pockets and pull out some pocket lint. I got some pocket lint.
I mean, I would assume we have some money from, before we joined Mirror Pool. Though the problem with using it, I don't know how many of us would actually carry cash.
We can pay in rent coin.
No!
Quick, who knows how to set up a crypto wallet?
David will slap Sammy in the back of the head.
Oh.
No, it's not Cashel coin, it's Ren coin, Toshime.
Ah.
Actually, I feel like Cashel might have cash on hand. But it probably would not be the currency that they use here, and they probably would.
Oh,
They might or might not take it. But
Really?
considering he
Okay.
was in the military, I know that most people in the military are accustomed to carrying cash. Because after all, you never know if where you're stationed, they'll actually accept card.
So what's the plan, gang?
Well, I mean, first off, I think we should figure out how much money we have, if any. Which is mostly you determining that, Matteo.
Okay.
We are supposed to start with some money, though the system does not actually have a exact amount right now.
For sure. Well, barring whatever you may have stored in your underclothes, your crypto bro outfits do not come with any cash. Perhaps that's part of the design. That said, if you can make a convincing enough argument that your character did think ahead and bring some cash with them, Cashel, you excluded, because I know you would have done that. Then yeah, you will have some, and give me just a second to determine how much. I don't know if you guys can see those numbers.
We cannot.
Nope.
Okay, cool. All right. So, does anyone else have an argument?
No.
Hyro will only have a credit card in his wallet. He does not carry cash.
Gotcha.
And using our cards would probably be a bad idea, considering we are supposed to.
Not
You
be
know,
here.
Yeah, we're not supposed to reveal identity, and that would definitely reveal identity.
Yeah, Hyro didn't think of that ahead of time, since he just, naturally only have credit cards.
David will check all of his pockets and pull out a button, a penny, and more pocket lint.
You should always carry at least 20, because that way, if you forget to put money in your card, you can't get stuck in the parking. That's the best argument I got.
But
Okay.
again, that'd probably be what, USD, and we're in the UK.
Okay. I think it reasonable to. So, are we saying that only Cashel likely has money on them, like cash?
Name.
Most likely.
Okay, so in that case, I think it reasonable that Cashel would have about $30 on him. Where to go with getting a room with that money? Good luck.
Alright, seems we will be camping out for the night.
Hi! Let's go.
Are you good with that being like what we have on, like in the bank and such, Matteo?
For sure.
Okay.
I was actually going to establish the money that will be used for the rest of the campaign when you guys get back to headquarters.
Fair enough. I think it'd be neat for us to consider planning ahead, like us going to this place and making sure we bring, euros with us or pounds and such.
Oh, don't worry. If this first mission was scripted, up next you'll be able to choose missions and be in control of finances and stuff. But this was
Gotta
a
love
prologue,
those.
basically.
Gotta love those scripted boss losses.
Yep.
The best part is you didn't totally lose.
True.
You still got one of them.
True, we weren't supposed to get any.
And then David just had to go and punch one of them in human form in the gut.
Just fell over.
In about 30 minutes, Zarya Opeyemi lands a chopper in the actually, to be more accurate, lands the Airbus in the clearing. And you can see Enoch ushering her captives into the vehicle, ushering the one who can stand and walk, and very much just dragging the other. Then Enoch will turn her attention to you all, waiting for any word from the party on what they plan to do.
So it seems our plan is to camp out here this evening. We don't really have cash.
Enoch will gasp and her eyes will light up. She'll get on her tippy toes and begin clapping softly. Ooh, camping! Does that mean I get to put my survival skills to use?
It would be very
Yes.
appreciated.
Yes, 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 yes. You won't regret this, Kashel. Thank you.
Yeah, I can help. Sammy has 2 points in survival.
You gonna voice that to her?
It's gonna be like, oh, I can help. I love camping.
Hell
Kashel
yeah.
will translate.
Enoch asks you which of the 3 you would like to tackle. Food, shelter, or fire.
Shelter.
And she'll leave you to that as she runs off to where she believes the nearest stream will be.
I'm not here.
Anyone else want to help out with the camping stuff?
I will help Sammy find shelter so that we're not all sleeping in the trees.
All right then, Sammy. How are you going about finding and or creating shelter?
Does it look like it's gonna rain?
Particularly?
Okay. Because if there's no like real danger about that, we can just like little makeshift shelters around here. A bunch of branches, logs, and leaves can totally do the trick to create a little makeshift shelter you can kind of like sleep under.
Kashel does actually have a point in survival, so he is going to worry about the fire then.
Loggies. Hmm.
Oh, it's funny, I actually don't have any points in survival.
Neither do I.
I don't either.
Kashel is failing at the fire.
Oh no!
Rub those twigs harder. You need more friction.
So, you rub the hell out of that stick, Zim, and unfortunately, there is no fire to be made at the moment.
I mean,
It's like in the cartoon, he gets that little ember that the wind just blows out. A steep breeze of wind just comes through and dashes his hopes.
well, even though I don't have a point of survival, can I try Kesho?
Kashel will wave and just go off. Is the airbus still there?
It is.
He is going to double check it for any supplies that might be in there.
And
Cheater.
I will try.
Raid the survivor.
Well, I will try
So-
to get fire started.
So you do find a little compartment that's painted in bright orange with the word emergency written across the front. Based on your knowledge of these kind of air vehicles, you know it will contain an emergency axe, a flare, and all kinds of medical supplies.
Well, an axe is definitely useful, as well as the flare gun. He does already have a med kit himself, so he'll probably just take those and let the pilot know, hey, gotta replace that.
No flint or magnesium block to make a fire.
Not this time.
Darn.
Hey, we can make a fire with a flare gun.
You just shoot the flare at the wood.
I think that's a little excessive.
Well, if somebody doesn't get the fire going, we've got a backup plan.
Okay, look, to be fair, I'm gonna be gathering a lot of sticks and branches while doing so. Like, I can just see them like struggling with the fire. Can I give it a try?
Well, let me try it first.
Okay.
I'm gonna use mind, logic, and survival when I don't have any points on it.
Hey.
3 successes. That's
That's a
nothing.
3.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You do manage to get a decent ember going. It's not
Okay.
built into a full flame just yet, but
Hey, it's something at least. As Hyro tries to keep it going.
Is there a tube available?
oh, I know what you're planning. Unfortunately, unless you're willing to break one off of the helicopter, there are no tubes available.
No, he's definitely not.
I don't know.
I was planning. I
Sure.
was going to. Actually, depends on the med supplies, I suppose. No, I doubt I would have that. But I was thinking of siphoning a little bit of gas from the helicopter or fuel. It's not technically gas. I think it's a different thing, but
It's combustible.
yeah, it's still combustible. But no tube to do so with.
Zarya standing off to the side of the Airbus, just ashing out a cigarette as she watches you guys.
Kashel's looking over at her. Can we borrow your lighter for the night?
It's so rude.
She shrugs and says, yeah, but just get it back to me, okay? My dad gave this to me before she tosses it
Absolutely.
over to you.
He'll catch it and go over and help with the fire with it.
And with the help of a handy Zippo, you guys now have a fire.
Hey, let's
Thank you so much.
go! Hyro cheered.
Yay.
Hey, I'm excited for this. This is my first time doing it, so I succeeded.
When we get back, Kashel is buying so much stuff. Actually, I suppose he could go into town and at least pick up, like, Zippos aren't that expensive and stuff, but... Actually,
We need rope.
with the money he's got,
Always.
he wouldn't be able to, but, you know. $30 does
And
not go
once-
very far.
Once the fire is set, you hear a thumping coming from nearby, and your hackles might raise a bit until you see the giant. Never mind. You guys don't know that yet. Yeah, there's a thumping coming from nearby.
There's what? Sorry.
A loud thumping coming from nearby.
And
Hyro
we go
will
investigate.
hide behind
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think
trees.
Wyatt's gonna
Hey.
investigate this.
Kashel is going to go behind the helicopter from the direction of the sound and take on his Digimon form
Hyro does so as well.
and then go investigate.
All right. When you do, you find something incredibly out of place in this region. A very tall, very muscular, grizzled. I'm sure I've seen something like this in the show, so I could probably give it a canon name. But it basically looks like a polar bear, all but the wrists and ankles, where instead of those things, it has these yellow boots with large, exaggerated claws on the ends. And this polar bear Mon is carrying a massive stack of fish and deer and other things that could be caught in the area.
Kashel's going to go up. Hey, Nook, is that you?
The bear looks up. gives its best grin and tries to respond, but all it replies with are roars.
Rawr.
It
I'm
would
going
seem
to
she's even
assume.
less able to communicate in her digiform.
I'm going to assume yes.
But at least some things make sense.
Why do you say that, Wyatt?
So, sorry, go ahead.
Remember back at the training area when she was fighting that dude?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. I see
makes
what
a
you're
little
talking
more
about.
sense now.
Yep.
So, Toshime just sent me a Wikimon article for a Digimon named Polar Bearmon, and all but the clothes. This is about what I was describing. Also, the weird cannon on its back. But yeah, thank you, Toshime. I should probably stick to canon designs for the sake of coherence, but anyway, the bear just struts on up into your camp like it owns the place, drops all of the food it was carrying right beside the fire, and then turns back into the familiar looking Enoch.
Huh.
That makes too much sense.
It does. As Hyrule transport back to human again. I guess
While
this is our dinner.
she looks up at you and then at Cashel, awaiting translation.
He'll just go ahead and translate everything.
I tried to gather a little of everything. I don't know what people like to eat. I really hope those farmers don't miss their cow.
Oh dear.
A cow?
Then isn't that illegal?
I'm an international agent.
I see.
We are conscripting the supplies.
This,
Sure.
she says, pointing to Cashel.
Reappropriating.
Sure.
And with that, she does her best to make a little campfire spit and then hands it off to whoever has the best cooking ability because she denies having any at all.
Would this cooking technically count on there?
That would be under craft. Cashel does
I only
not
have
have
one
that.
Minecraft.
Nope.
Oh,
We need.
no.
Hyrule does not.
I have one.
I have 0.
Oh no,
Oh,
we're
no.
relying on Sammy.
Have one as well.
Oh good, you
Very
two can work
in favor.
together.
Yeah. I mean, look,
Oh.
if you want, feel free to take the cooking. So what I'm imagining Sammy's saying right now, so I'm gonna have him. I was trying to find the word term, but I couldn't find it. I had to look for it. You know what a lean-to is? Basically, he's like grabbing a couple of trees and like putting a branch in there and using that as like a main support branch, like held up by the two trees, like usually with like an
Mhm.
indent or something. And then like
Yeah.
grabbing a bunch of sticks, laying them like in a diagonal fashion. So
Yep.
basically, it's like one big sideways wall, and you can like sleep under there, and it's like a little half tent. And he's just gonna make a few of them. And I'll go ahead and roll the survival for it.
Please
David
do.
can cook. I can help you cook.
David will start cooking then. I will roll for that.
Not bad.
I'm gonna name the post. I'm gonna body that.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So we're all getting food poisoning.
Do you want
Oh,
me
no,
to
no, no,
Or-
no. No, no, no.
Oh,
I'm
gonna what?
going to use my mind is just went completely blank.
Willpower?
Yes.
do you want an assist, Merl? Can give you 1 extra die.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll 1 more.
Me realizing I don't have any teamwork. I
Uh-oh.
literally cannot help.
But right now it's at 2. Depending on whatever Gabby rolls.
No, you roll, David.
Yeah, you roll.
I did. I got 2.
No, you roll 1 extra die from the teamwork that Sammy's giving you.
Oh, that's right. I don't have teamwork.
Oh.
Well, no, if
Wow.
you've got 1 in craft, you can assist with that.
Still 2.
Michelle will help with teamwork, so you get another 1.
Oh, sure. But when Hyro try to give teamwork, nobody wants 1. Sure.
Still
Exactly.
2.
And you're the one doing the cooking, right?
It's not a 1
Yep.
or a 0.
All right. Do me one more favor, David. Go ahead and roll 5 d4s.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Who's gonna get the food poisoning?
Yeah, this is what I'm.
Oh no!
Dear God in heaven. All right.
Oh
Just
no.
gonna write those down for later.
I want to imagine they match up perfectly with the 5 characters, just so we have it be the David poisons Kashel and Wyatt.
Yeah, I've had a feeling. I have a feeling that's what's happening.
Never again will he be
Oh.
allowed to cook.
That said, Sammy, with your 3, with your 3 to build the lean-tos, you have no trouble building what you believe are going to be perfectly serviceable structures. And on a totally unrelated note, roll me 5 d4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
The D4 has always been my favorite die. It usually likes me and I like it.
I
I'll try.
suppose we can, Candy.
What was
Can we get a game-specific card to make Hyro give teamwork to the next roll?
Oh dear.
That's perfect, honestly.
But it's going to be an epic level.
Oh come
Right.
on! Really, Master? Really?
Right?
Once the
You have to
lean-tos-
put points into teamwork.
Once the lean-tos are built, the food is done, and it's time to eat. Enoch will leave not whoever cooked the food. I know who did that. We'll leave you to pass out the food, while she reaches into her bag, produces and unfolds a stick and a series of sticks connected in a circle with a tanned hide in the middle. She'll rattle the tanned hide out in front of her and begin gently tapping on it with the stick, producing very gentle drum beats, just as kind of a little background to the revelry of tonight.
Revelry.
Just a nice little native instrument to tap away the night as you guys eat.
So,
You know what? It'll be perfect.
Side note, I've got 2 options for voice lines for the Hyro card. Which do you prefer? This one?
Take care. You're making bad decisions.
Or
Nice.
this one?
You're gonna get me killed. I'm better on my own.
Oh my god! Come on! Master, that's too
That second one's
cruel!
actually way better.
I like the second one, but I also would like you to consider just taking one of Ren's like visceral no's and using it as the
Yeah.
voice line.
I was surprised none of Ren's own voice lines were in there.
No, I got a theme that I go with these.
Okay, fair enough.
Those
Well, I
are
like that you're
rude.
going
The
to get me
second
killed.
one's best.
We could also go with this.
You're already a ghost.
It
like
lacks
the
the
second one.
the utter insult that the second one has.
All right.
Oh,
We love you, Ren, but also you have terrible luck.
I can't
I
wait
don't
for Ren
know.
to have like 4 teamwork and someone in the future to think, oh, I'm gonna help the party with this one. And then the card will actually play.
And I'm gonna get all teamwork dots. All of it.
just put all his merits into teamwork.
No experience,
No,
that
that's-
merits.
Zim, that's right. Idle has a point. If you're gonna make this one Hyro specific, but you make one for Rain, the third one fits Rain perfectly. Good point, Ido.
So, with the gentle drum beats tapping out into the clearing around the wood, and everyone now having a full tummy of potentially well-cooked meat, would anyone else like to do anything before we get some rest?
Stargaze. Because I bet the stars look nice from here.
They sure would if you could see them through the cloud cover.
Yeah, it's cloudy.
Rude.
It is. It
But
is
yeah,
the
I
UK.
doubt
Dragonfly.
there's a lot of light pollution around here. So yeah, if it was a clear night, we could see most of the stars.
Well, you know what? Cloud gazing is just as cool.
Is it?
Yeah. That one looks like a man bun.
It's dark
Oh my
outside.
God.
Can't see the clouds.
That doesn't stop my imagination.
Actually, funny
Oh,
enough, Cashel could see the clouds just fine.
Because he can float.
No, he's got
vision.
dim vision.
Oh.
After a little while tapping away at her, let me remind me what it's called. Key lot. She will fold it back up, put it back in her bag, give a big stretch and a yawn, and say, "Well, that's enough excitement for one day. I'm going to rest."
Yeah. What an exciting day it's been.
I guess it's a good time to we all go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good to me.
Hmm.
All right. Is that good with everyone? We all going to sleep?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. The following morning, a few of you are woken a bit early. So somebody called at least two of the affected people, Cashel and Wyatt. But because of the nature and the severity of the failure, there's actually a third candidate. Sammy, you too are woken with severe stomach discomfort.
Oh no.
And this stomach discomfort is going to make it pretty hard to focus. That said, do I have leeway to come up with a penalty here, Zim, or is there something baked into Scar for this?
You've got leeway. We've
Okay.
got a diseased condition, but there's not really rules for it yet. So when it comes to that, we do have a penalty. Let me bring it up, actually. It is one of the long-term conditions on page 123. It does have no effect when initially applied. It builds in intensity over time, though. Which, you know, we didn't immediately have it. However, we do need to be very careful because unless it gets some treatment, we could die from it. But that would take 1d10 days.
We return to Mirrorpool HQ. Immediately, like half of the party sent to the hospital. What happened?
Yeah,
What
I'm
got
I'm
you?
gonna
Food poisoning.
Cooking.
I'm gonna swap out the danger for a more annoying but always present effect, if that's okay with you.
Well, what it is it drains an attribute point every 1d10 days. And it's not until we get to 0 attribute points that we are dead.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So, at minimum, if we wind up getting 1s on all 8 of those, it would take us 8 days to die. Which will definitely
Okay,
get treatment before then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just nothing then, for now.
For now, like, you can absolutely have it do the first attribute point drain.
But you guys get a save against that, right?
No.
Oh. Okay. In that case.
But it just recovers once we, you know.
Yeah.
It recovers at a rate of 1 point per long rest.
Gotcha. In that case, and and this refers to primary attributes, right?
All 5 of them. All attributes.
Oh shit. Okay.
It is only 1 point of damage to one of them.
Oh, okay. In that case, it'll be 1 point of damage to body.
Yeah, body or vigor would be my say on that.
We recover exhaustion from having slept, right?
Yes, we get 2 exhaustion back for the long rest, or the full rest.
Mm-hmm. And do we get to spend willpower / vigor?
Yes. However, you do not recover your boost dice. Those are per session.
If only a short-haired, duck-billed creature could come along with the medicine you need to cure your stomach pain. Anyhow. But yeah, you wake a little earlier than everyone else, but aside from really, really bad tummy pain, you're not experiencing debilitating symptoms.
What do you mean? It is debilitating. Murder, death. I yearn for the sweet relief of the obscure, of the darkness. Please befall upon us. My tummy hurt.
This affliction will forever be known as Maddie's about to run the game.
I will just slept peacefully the entire time.
Man, David didn't even get affected by his own mistake.
Nope.
David effectively poisoned half of his team, and he's not one of the people. Speaking
There is
of,
no
I
justice.
imagine someone has something to say to David in the morning.
David.
I mean, don't let me tell you. Yep, I was about to say.
Huh?
Learn to cook.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my
Oh
stomach.
dear.
But
It feels like you punched me.
but I'm very fine.
I
Death
guess
glare
it
is
had,
going towards Hyro.
I
Wait, what?
guess it had mixed results. I will do better.
Why are you glaring at me? I didn't do anything.
You're gloating your good health.
Precisely.
It's okay, David. I know you tried your best.
Ugh.
And David's just gonna look at the ground, dejected.
This is
Hyro
why I
again.
wanted to stay at a hotel.
Hyro will pat David on the head.
Comfort him.
And waking a good bit later than everyone else, Enoch will finally stumble out of her little lean-to, stand up, give a big stretch, and say, "Okay, now today we begin the. Wait, what are we doing again?
I thought now we're gonna head back to the HQ.
Well, we
Oh,
were going to visit the
okay.
town for a bit. While we wait for the helicopter to come back, we were also going to go be a nuisance to the mayor to make sure that the crypto bros don't actually move in.
Do we have to?
I think they can just have this one. But at least we can explore the town. Maybe they've got some medicine.
That sounds fair.
And I need some Pepto.
Oh.
David's gonna kick rocks all the way to town.
Congratulations, David. You scored one for the Crypto Bros.
You have
Ren
Just
points
gonna
the future to the moon.
You're just gonna keep kicking rocks down the road.
Oh.
Walking. Oh. Walking.
None shall see me. Though my
Oh.
battle cry may give me away.
We have an ethereal
no.
influence.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
From the
Couples
squeaky
usually-
gremlin.
Yeah, man, what did he do?
So I got an ad right as that happened, so I didn't see what it was.
Oh, this is something that is private to you and I until the effects come into play. So I send it off to you. I'll message you a little bit of detail on this.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it seems like I could put this into effect immediately, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll wait for the clarification that you're about to send before I say anything.
Oh dear.
Given that's so mean.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Of course it's me. Demon, why?
Why, Demon? Why? What did we do to you?
There is nothing we have to do to Geeman. Geeman just is, and therefore chooses violence.
So, do we have to go that route, or could I just make the current situation slightly more inconvenient?
Oh, you can
Demon
go
is
whatever route you want with that. I was just letting you know about that.
neither good nor evil. He is just a force of nature.
All right, Gimmon, here is your minor ethereal influence. Walking around on very hurty stomachs proves to have been a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Everyone currently afflicted with the tummy bug feels their guts shifting.
Oh no.
It's
Demon,
not
why?
getting any more pleasant, to say the least. I'm gonna try not to be gross for chat, but you're evacuating from one end or another.
Oh no!
Demon, why? What what did we ever do to you? Who hurt
Where's,
you?
where's the nearest bathroom?
In town, probably a mile away.
Oh
Okay,
no!
well, where's the nearest bush?
Everywhere.
Good. I need to give a speech to the ground about the food we ate last night.
Kashel is running for a bush as well.
Yeah, same.
Also, fan art.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Uno más.
No más.
And I love how the die shows a 1. Very appropriate.
Oh,
Oh, hey there, Hex.
You know, the immediate thought that went to my mind is we need one with Narashi, and it's just her giving the middle finger. Wait, she doesn't have fingers.
Given the middle tail.
Middle tail, yes. Hyro is just gonna look at David once this is all happening.
And David's just gonna gently set his head on a tree and just be like, life is pain.
You're saying that? Oh.
Enoch shrugs and says, just remember to brush your teeth afterwards. It'll help the taste go away faster.
I would if I brought it.
Ooh, sorry. Can't help you there. So, the party is effectively stuck in the woods for now. Just riding out the sickness.
I think we're just going back to base.
yeah.
That sounds good.
That's a good idea.
Enoch, if you can radio her, tell her to bring some bags.
And mints.
And activated charcoal, she says, before turning back towards the clearing and radioing for Lady Opeyemi. Unfortunately, as she's still crossing the sea, it will be about 2 hours before she arrives. But it's a 2 hours that goes by relatively quickly for everyone who isn't super sick, as you soon hear the Airbus overhead. Now,
Do you guys need anything?
Sammy's currently in his little shelter wrapped up in a little blanket of leaves. Just like
Wyatt's just on the ground, just laying, just horizontal.
David's
Do
just
you-
kicking rocks.
do you have a weapon? A gun, perhaps?
Why?
A bullet to the head sounds less painful.
We yearn for the sweet embrace of death.
Do you agree with
Oh.
this, Kesho?
It is sounding very appealing.
Yeah. We should head out now.
Really quick, did we ever investigate the bunker thing?
Nope.
Who wants to?
You two
Yeah.
just go down and investigate the bunker while we're just waiting.
You have 2 hours.
I think David would have went down there
Actually-
just to get away.
Keshel's gonna run down there. There's got to be a bathroom in that place.
You want me to roll investigation, Maddie?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Alright.
Kashel, you find a bathroom.
Arrow, now's your chance.
Yamcha death.
He is also going to look for some, you know, he's not going to use somebody else's toothbrush, but he'll at least take some toothpaste and swish it around in his mouth.
Alas, this seems to be a place of work. No one lives here.
I thought there was dormitories.
Oh. There were dormitories, yeah.
No one lives here anymore. Most of them are dead. However,
That doesn't... Yeah,
everyone-
they did the opportunity to take their stuff with them when they died.
Hush, I was correcting myself. No one lives here anymore. However, searching through some of the drawers, you're able to find mouthwash and peanut butter and toothpaste, which is the word I was looking for from the beginning.
Peanut butter.
Matteo, I just want to know how you jumped from mouthwash to peanut butter while looking for toothpaste.
Toothpaste has a P and so does peanut butter.
I'm hungry, okay.
I rolled
Oh my
1 on my
God.
investigation.
That is something.
Hyro, assist him. Come on.
Oh, yeah, does anyone wish to assist David before I tell them
Can
the
I
result?
assist you, David?
Go ahead. Fine.
1. Roll a 1, roll a 1, roll a 1.
No!
Here you go, David.
Roll.
Go ahead and roll.
David pushed me.
Roll the
Looking
die.
at the dog, of course we find peanut butter.
Oh, 6. At least not a 1 or a botch.
I mean,
Okay.
you could.
Well, it wouldn't have
if
been a
you-
botch. You would have just taken away my 1 success.
If you use vigor, that turns into 3, right?
We did just
that's
get our
right.
figure back.
Yeah. It'll lower the
Fine.
difficulty by 1.
I'll take the vigor and give it 3 successes.
Okay. Sorry.
One moment.
After
Okay, go ahead. Audio glitched. Gotta restart my PC again tonight.
No worries. After several minutes of investigation, you determined to your satisfaction that this group was after the hard drives in those computers.
Lamau. Would there be any instance on what was left on what would have been on those hard drives?
Unfortunately, it appears the hooded figure who was gutting all the PCs made short work of doing it, as there is no PC left to salvage.
Ah, okay. Well, he'll report back to the others. Be like, well, I did an investigation of the bunker, and all I can tell for certain is that they were indeed after the hard drives. Now, what was on those or what they were doing here, I cannot say.
Did you find anything else?
Negative.
I wonder if the thermal paste would taste better than this.
Isn't that toxic?
It would until you started vomiting again.
It's
Uh,
not toxic enough.
And David's just gonna go back to kicking rocks.
Oh my god.
David, do you need an ethereal hug from the storyteller? Because you're getting bullied from all angles.
Maybe.
Here.
It'll be okay.
So
Shut
this
up,
is what it
Poppy.
feels like not to be bullied.
Anyways, after your brief investigation, the airbus touches down outside. You do have a few minutes to continue checking the place out if you wish, but OPME seems a little antsy to get out of here.
Let's go.
Yes, please.
Hyro will help out
Please.
Wyatt, Sammy, and Ketcho to the ship plane
Helicopter.
helicopter since they're a bit sick.
You were like one form of transportation away from naming them all. Except for
And once everyone's on the Airbus, which conveniently does have one washroom in the very, very back, OPME will lift off and get to her usual routine of offering everyone granola bars.
I'm the first
She
one to
clearly-
use the bathroom. I have the highest initiative.
What's your initiative?
Let me check.
I think maybe they just said that, Zim.
What was that?
Oh, I thought you were the one who said that, my bad.
No, that was Gaffy.
Also, your what your initiative is doesn't matter. You gotta roll that.
Fair. I have 2 points in initiative and reliable initiative.
I have 1 point and reliable initiative.
Reliable
one more
initiative
time.
only counts for combat initiative. This is a skill
Fine, I
check.
have 2 initiative. I have 2 dots.
You still have to roll for it.
Alright, are we rolling?
I get a 1 die, which is a success.
God.
Botch. Because don't forget that you've got a -1 on your body.
I'm stalling
Oof.
that.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind, I already used my boost die. Darn.
So you got a 0.
Yes.
Big oof.
And how do
Well-
you
Oh my
roll?
And the one with only 1 die gets it! Zoom!
What do you roll? You get 3 die.
I have 2 body forceful initiative.
Oh, we're doing a full roll.
I thought that's
Hey,
what we were
hold up.
doing.
Oh, hold up. Never mind, I'm dumb.
Let's just let Zim have this one.
Yeah, you know, let
Fine.
Ketcho
Zim
have
can
it.
keep it. Zim can keep it.
He's already there, so
I'm rolling against you next, Wyatt.
And all the while, David just has his head down in his lap.
David brought some rocks onto the Airbus just to kick him.
At
He
one
just
point, there's
keeps
a little-
kicking rocks.
That tickled red.
I just want to imagine at some point there's like a little bit of turbulence and the rock flies out. The helicopter hits one of the engines and we all crash and die.
No. That's what Sammy's
Just
hoping
after.
for.
Yes.
The rotor's on top.
Well,
So
it can fly up.
after a long 12-hour flight, the helicopter finally touches down at headquarters. Those of you who are still sick, you have stopped evacuating yourselves. But you are still afflicted with severe tummy pain.
Cashel is going immediately to the infirmary.
Yes.
Yep. But not before like
wait.
walking by the pilot and going, you might want to call a cleaning for that bathroom.
Damn. Damn.
OPME just shrugs and says, "God damn it," before picking up a nearby mop and heading in.
Hyro will just follow
No,
the rest.
it's
Just
okay.
hear it.
Hyro can clean it.
What? No! No! I
He
didn't
rubbed
mention it!
he rubbed his good health in our faces.
I did not! All I did, I just feel fine. That's all I did!
Lucky.
OPME squints and says, "You know what? Whatever happened out there happened to you guys. I think you can handle it," she says, handing the mop to Hyro.
God friggin'! I just grabs it and grumpily goes back inside.
Also, we have new
David.
fan art from Ido.
Oh!
no.
Cute puppy.
Poor
Aww.
David!
Poor puppy.
And David's gonna take some rocks, put them on the ground, and kick rocks all the way to debriefing.
Cashel, Sammy, Wyatt, as you all run towards the infirmary, you just
Run.
about bowl over the skinny figure approaching, who lithely ducks out of the way, turns back towards, let's see who remains, David, and says, "Oh, rough mission?"
You could say that.
I cooked food and got half the team sick.
Shit. Well,
Literally.
thing,
There was some of that, yes. And some
Well-
from the attic head too.
hey, things get better. Just keep at it, you know? None of us are good at this in the beginning. Hey, you haven't seen Enoch, have you?
No. What is did we leave out of character? Did we leave Enoch behind?
I think you did.
We would have made sure to bring her with us. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't mean like she didn't get in the helicopter. I mean, you guys just ran off to the fucking infirmary.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm
So she's at the
pretty sure
helicopter.
she's still
Yes.
at the chopper.
From this point on, Enoch proceeded to live her life as a Scottish bear.
There are many legends about her that persist to this day of the weird bear-like creature.
If you leave your cows out
Hey,
at night,
cool.
they disappear.
Disney has already purchased the rights to the story.
And with that, he flicks a coin in David's direction. Here you go.
David catches the coin and looks at it.
Just it's a vaguely Asian coin with a square cut out of the middle. You're unaware of its value unless your character knows something about that.
No, he wouldn't. He'll just put it in his pocket and kick rocks to debriefing.
And with that, Jacob, who was addressing you all, will continue walking towards the airbus, probably bumping into Hyro on the way.
I don't know. Hyro's
Hey,
inside
whoa.
it cleaning it.
No, oh yeah, no, you're right.
Well, it wouldn't take him that long. Unless you were just projectile vomiting all over the room. Not even aiming for the toilet.
Well, I
Hyro-
suppose that's fair.
Hyro just grumpily going toward the debriefing, looking a little bit irritated by the smell.
Hey, bro, why the long face?
You could say one of our companions made a mess in the washroom in the helicopter, and I had to clean it up.
What?
Always hated that bit.
Yeah. So I finished with it, and I'm just heading back to the debriefing. Enoch is still back there. I don't know why she's still back there, but she is.
He gives you a wink and then ducks into the airbus.
Okay. I get a question that, and continue to head towards the debriefing.
As you arrive at the proper. Geez, I hadn't even set up a venue for debriefing. I'm just gonna say once everyone's gotten medicine and been treated, wherever you guys agree to meet up is where Miss Raban is going to meet you for debriefing.
It could just be that same office the first time, in the library.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's what I
Alright.
assumed.
Yeah.
Same office as the first time.
In there sits a very stern-looking Raban, who nonetheless looks a bit softer than usual. Oh dear. Well, I trust that you had a productive mission, if not an entirely pleasant one.
Everything went fine for the first half.
Everything was fine up until we decided to stay for the night.
David
do
just
recommend-
sinks his head even more.
Listen, I can't stop you from hanging out in the locales if you wish, but at least take care of yourselves while you're there.
I'll make sure we do so next time. I was not anticipating that.
That sounds vaguely threatening. That's out of character.
Either way, there were 3 individuals. 2 of them got away. They stole the hard drives out of computers. All we could get out of them there was that they were after some sort of technology. We've got one of them that should already be back here. We did also bring back the only survivor from the bunker, a scientist, figuring we could question them to try and find out what was actually there, and then send them back. Or hell, maybe recruit them to Mirapole. I don't care right now.
Unfortunately, You're going to want to sit down for this one. The civilian you all brought back succumbed to his injuries in our care.
I
Many.
did my best.
You did the best you could. Much of his body was covered in severe burns. He was hardly lucid while he was in the infirmary, from what I can tell. Anyways, your other captive is not. He's doing fairly well, still receiving treatment, but there is the matter of interrogating him. And in the interest of containing sensitive information, I'm going to request that one of you be the one to do it. Or any number of you, if you deem that more than one of you could be of aid.
I'm good at asking questions.
I could probably take care of it as well. I think interrogation would probably fall under either investigation or presence, and I've got both.
Sam is gonna be horrible at interrogating, but he can play good cop.
No.
I can absolutely do so. One thing to note is that they could take on Digimon forms.
We're aware. Enoch gave us a full rundown, or rather, gave Opiemi, who relayed the information to us, a full rundown of their abilities. At least as you told them to her.
Not that we got much to see out of him.
Yes. Now, are you ready for your terms? The rules of engagement, so to speak, for this interrogation.
Affirmative.
Listen closely. He is in stable but critical condition. You may take on a visage of violence if you must. You may threaten him. You may even give him superficial wounds. And I do mean first-degree burns, bruises, the like. But you may not give him further major injuries. This includes breaking bones, dislocating bones, these sorts of things.
One moment. Generally, violence is not the way to go with an interrogation anyways. That's just going to get them to tell us the first answer that they can to get the pain to stop.
Perhaps the armed forces that you served in subscribe to such notions. We do not.
No, it just sounds kind of mean. Yeah. I feel bad.
I mean, that is actual interrogation stuff.
Yeah, there is the enhanced interrogation manual.
Celeste Yereban does not know this. She's just a contract clerk.
Fair enough. I will handle the interrogation. No need to worry about violence on that. Is there anything else we should know, though, that doesn't have to do with what we can and cannot harm him with?
Just one further thing. You are not, under any circumstance, to vexate him before we are aware of the purpose of those hard drives. Even if he cannot give you the information, we can't vexate him until we know.
Understood.
Very well.
That is all. Whatever other information you wish to gather, I leave up to you.
If it's all right, he is stable, right?
Of course. And perfectly lucid and capable of carrying on conversation.
I think it would be best if we, wait until the morrow for the interrogation.
Is this due to your condition or to his?
My condition.
Understood. But please, waste no time in getting around to this interrogation.
Of course not. Wing Zero, to explain Vexate, it is the ability that we have to wipe people's memories. From what I understand, it's specifically their memories of us. And you are aware that they knew about Mirror Pool already, right?
Yes, we are very aware.
Alright. For today, I'm gonna take it a little easy, but I will absolutely get to that interrogation first thing in the morning.
Good man. Good man.
Is there perhaps a town nearby that I could go to get some supplies and probably withdraw cash from my account?
I'm afraid not. But there is... Well, I'm just going to let our good friend, Mr. Hayashi, help you with that. Please, be headed to the first annex, top floor, the public area of the base.
Understood.
Okay. Thank you.
Hyro will bell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hyro, dearie, please come back for just a moment, if you will.
Oh, okay.
I assume a private conversation?
Yes, if you
Understood,
don't
sir.
mind.
And he'll head out.
Right, we'll follow.
Yep. Okay.
All right, Ren, I'm going to DM you the details of this conversation. You can address them as you wish.
In general, I do prefer those to be on stream for the sake of, the viewers. But obviously,
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Obviously, us other players, we don't know that this is going on, but you guys should know that.
Yeah. Metagame stuff. I get it. Yeah,
Unless,
never
of
mind.
course, it's
I
something
forget.
that you want to be a surprise for the viewers, in which case, carry on. I'm just saying in general.
We all just mute ourselves and or deafen ourselves. We wait for a message, and then Zim just takes off the headphones.
No, it's fine. I think I can work the angle of the audience and the other players already knowing, at least out of character, what's going on.
Okay.
Well, like I said, you can do this if you want it to be you can do it privately if you want it to be a surprise to the viewers. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it the way I'll play nice. I'll do it the way you want me to. But first, I want to be sure I'm clear on this. Is anyone doing anything related to the interrogation today? And if not, are we then heading straight to Mr. Hayashi?
I think straight to Hayashi.
Straight to Hirashi, or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kashal wants to make absolute certain that they are fully prepared for the next mission. He may not be well enough to conduct an interrogation right now, but he at least can do some shopping or acquisition requests, etc.
When you arrive at the top, at annex number 1, the first annex or whatever she called it. I'm sorry, I kind of made that up on the spot. First wing? What did I call it? First annex?
First annex.
You just called it the first annex. You could call it the public annex.
Yeah, that too. When you arrive there, it's not too difficult to find the area of the annex that consists mostly of shops. However, there is a rather civilian-looking fellow right at the front of the commercial area of the annex, wearing a bright white name tag, which simply reads H. And the way he is propped up on his elbows at his desk seems to imply he's waiting for someone, his eyes locked with Kashel's.
Are you the one that I was to meet with for supplies and withdrawing cash and whatnot?
Very same. Jiro Hayashi at your service, he says, extending a hand to you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kashel.
I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but you understand that in order to work out in different places out in the field, you're going to want to have a bit of cash on you. Now, that's a little inconvenient. We can't have you going around the world using personal accounts, cards, all that manner of stuff. And the struggle with civilian currency is that it's easy to trace. But, thankfully, our wonderful benefactors at Mirrorpool and international leaders have a solution. He reaches into a drawer just beneath his desk, rifles around in it for a bit, and then produces 5 what appear to be basic credit cards, though they lack any branding or names. Ta-da!
Ah, so we're getting company credit cards then.
Basically. Now, the way this works is everything in the world has been assigned a arbitrary, but totally equal in return, a market value, as agreed upon by the world leaders that we work with. Your cards have 5,000 credits on them total, and that's per each of you. And every store that is able to take any kind of card should be able to take that card there. Your credits will be automatically converted to the local currency, and the shopkeep will be none the wiser. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, just so you got a frame of reference, Kashel, what's a... Sorry, not Kashel, he wouldn't know your name. And also, I'm tired of picking on Kashel.
I mean, Kashel did just introduce himself, but...
Oh, you're right. You, the, fuck you, God damn it. Well, no one's in their Digiform right now, are they?
True, true.
Nope.
I'm just imagining he's got a man bun even in human form. Oh, he does.
Yes, that is the
In
intent.
that case, he'll snap and point to Sammy. You, what's a cheeseburger cost in your country? And also, what is your country?
$2 United States?
Where the fuck are you shopping that you can get a burger for $2?
$1 menu.
A back alley in the Philippines?
There is no dollar menu left. It's
Exactly.
now volume menu.
Well, exactly. So you go to the dollar menu McDonald's, so you get a cheeseburger for $2.
Well, that sounds about right. So you're generally going to want to think of like California prices. That's about where we're at on credits. So, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? No.
$20.
No, like
there's a burger place on the street that's literally like $20 for a burger.
No. That we're thinking like fast food chain burgers here, like McDonald's. Anyways,
10.
If you go to a McDonald's anywhere in the world and you give them that card, you'll be able to get that same cheeseburger for 5 credits.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty neat, huh? And also, it's accepted at any of our terminals as well here on base. So if you need weapons, gear, tools, some new tech, whatever you need, man. Just offer up that card and the world's your oyster.
Do we have access to gear for free of any kind?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, Alexa. Apparently they don't. We don't get anything for free. Alexa has deemed it. I don't know why she
Alexa's
triggered
like,
off of that, but...
What's free?
I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you with that.
I instinctively thought you were trying to get something for free, and it's just like, that's not very capitalist movie.
Breathe, Red.
I think Rin's lost like 5 HP on that one.
Oh, my face hurts.
Oh, never mind, Zim, you're right. Don't make it XP, make it exhaustion so you can extend the torture longer.
Oh, God.
and those points of exhaustion expand to all of Rin's characters.
He just randomly falls over asleep. Rain's just sitting there in the middle of combat and just suddenly passes out because he exceeded 20 exhaustion.
You're killing him.
You see, you don't understand. It's just that last night David made a meal and Ren just decided to partake in it.
He puts his head in his lap.
So,
E3.
Jiro will kind of narrow his eyes at you and say, "What? That's not enough? You do understand you could buy like a fully automatic weapon with that thing, and that's just with the 5,000 that's on it, not even what you're gonna get for your first mission."
Oh, well, if we are getting money per mission, then never mind. That'll take care of it.
Yeah. No worries, pal. We take care of our own. That said, he takes out a little, it looks like a common cell phone, but a lot bulkier. Go ahead and stick your card in this little slot here, and we can go ahead and pay you out for your first mission.
Gesha will do so.
All right.
And he'll probably take Hyro's card with him as well, just to give it to Hyro later.
From there, after you've stuck the card in, you can see the work order for the mission, just a multi-digit code indicating the particular mission you were on, the date, the assessed threat level presented in stars, as well as relevant information. On there, you can also see your accolades, such as securing a hostile captive, securing information, and resolving threats. After all is said and done, this presumably 1-star based on the readout mission grants you 1,390 credits.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
So, you now have 6,390 credits, each of you on your cards. Jiro will put the card reader away and say, "Now, just get out there. Get whatever you need and, I don't know, report back to her when you want your next mission."
Understood.
And with that, he'll lean back in his chair, kick his feet up on the desk, and say, "Now scram. I got other work to do. Maybe."
I want to buy a fully automatic weapon.
How very American of you.
He's Japanese. What the fuck?
It's the most American
You silly
Japanese
boy.
person I've ever known.
How much?
It's 5,000 plus.
1,390.
We have 6,390.
Yep.
Is it credit or debit?
Technically debit, but they're called credits, so
So it's a credit card. Nice.
the fast answer is go report to our boy Castillo, because I'm taking your Digimon form away if you ask me that again. I'm joking. I love you. I appreciate jokes.
Unfortunately, I think this is where we need to end. However, well, probably, I mean, rather a good place to end, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably everybody
Ren, we
be
will-
messaging Matteo about what you would like to purchase, and we can just kind of say, yeah, we got this, that, or anything special that we got next session, and otherwise, you know, the random gear doesn't necessarily need to be brought up, but we could go over prices and stuff off stream.
Okie dokie.
Ren, we're gonna handle your interaction with Raban first thing next session.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for playing, and thank all of you for watching.
So,
I'm glad people seem to be enjoying this game.
1 sec.
quick question.
Thank you for running.
Go
What's
ahead.
up, Ren?
Do we get any XP from this?
Oh yeah, I guess XP is a hard-coded thing into Scar, isn't it?
Yes.
There's no like checkpoint, anything.
Just a reminder on that. It is now, it is per session, and so this was the third session, so we've got some back credit, or back XP. It is 1 to 5 XP if we basically just show up. 5 to 10 if we actually accomplish something. 11 to 15 if we accomplish a mission or do something major. And then 15 to 20 like if we take down a boss or something. Per session.
Alright. And how much till the next level up?
We don't have level ups. We spend the XP on increasing skills, or it's basically like a currency in this system.
Oopsie. My apologies.
The closest that we have to level ups are attribute points, which the first 2 or 3 should be given out relatively quickly. So, like, this would be a good point to give us an attribute point. Merits are 1 to 5 per session. Those are for our expertises, and those are based on roleplay. So if we do good roleplay during the set, it's a bit much at first, but it does get easier as you go on.
Okay. Well, let me start at the base level, and I'll need to discuss everything else with you after we let out, but I think it's fair to say 12 XP for this session.
For all 3?
No, that's very small, actually. Let's see.
We can discuss it off stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Let's just do 5, 5, and 12.
Or if anything, just have you can send Mario like the quick guide for how much XP should be given for what, and then we just you can post it later in the chat.
Yeah,
sorry,
we can just
the system.
It's all right. A lot of people here are new to it. Ren's still technically new to it.
Yep.
Merl's been playing it for a while.
Made,
I made it.
He's only made like 3 characters.
But anyways, for now, thank you everybody for joining us today for Agents of Reflection Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links to our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up packs of cards to stream loots, checking out my friends who also stream, such as our storyteller for this, Matteo Rasu. And otherwise, you can also help out by commissioning our artists. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Smooch the run.
Bye.